Yo, 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 what's good, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Bro Talk MMA. I'm your host, UTICA, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. Here with my bros extraordinaire.
You know what it is. This is RayBuck. It's Chuck Jordan. It is Mr. Give Me My Belt. Hand me my crown. Sorry I went 50-50 last fucking week. But the greatest has returned.
Okay.
Shit's about to fucking happen this week, baby.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are here to cover this weekend's pay-per-view event taking place in Quebec, Canada. It's gonna be a welterweight title fight. We got Belal Muhammad going up against Jack Della Maddalena. We're gonna start things off by just going through our picks and stuff. I want to kind of just get those out the way. So any questions that y'all have in the chat, we'll get to those after we go through the picks and predictions and just have our own little section for that. Unless you got questions pertaining to the fight that we're talking to at that time. Just so that we can, kind of have a more even flow on these live streams. But
fuck that. I'm gonna get at your questions whenever you fucking call them, bro. I got it. I'm a fucking boss. I got fucking multitask.
Oh, can you?
I'm dope, bro. Come on, boy.
All right.
What are we doing here?
We'll put that to the test.
Okay.
We're gonna start things off. It's a 12-fight card. We're gonna start things off in the bantamweight division. We got Brad Katona going up against Begset Al-Makan. We got Katona coming in 14-4. Oh shit! I fucking don't even got my fucking notes up. I'm fucking tripping.
It's all good. Technical difficulties, right? We talked about this shit before. It's fine.
Shit. I don't. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this the old school way. All right, so wow. We got Katona coming in 4-4 in the UFC, 14-4 overall, and they are. I'm gonna check that out.
They're from Canada. Just so everyone's aware, they actually train with Conor McGregor, or they used to at some point when Conor McGregor wasn't just like sitting there on the south and getting fucking jobs out in the ocean and yachts and shit. So
he's 3-2 in his last 5 fights. We got Al-Makan coming in. He's going to be 0-1 in the UFC, 11-2 overall, and is 4-1 in his last 5 fights. I'm going to be going with Al-Makan in this one. I just believe that on their last appearance, they were coming in on short notice. They actually gave Umar Nurmagomedov a run for their money, took it to decision, and that was on short notice. So I feel like, full camp. Going up against Katona, who's going to push the pace on them and, test their gas tank. I think that would ultimately be the deciding factor is if he can get Katona out of here early and or just have the capability to dominate over 3 rounds and outpoint him. I believe that he has that capability, but they are putting Katona in front of him to test that gas tank because that's really the only, thing that I can see wrong with their skill set. So I'll be going with Al-Makan on this one.
Al-Makan is from a stand. Al-Makan went against Nurmagomedov, which I'm not sure how many motherfucking Nurmagomedovs there are out there, but apparently there's a billion of them motherfuckers.
There's enough, and they span multiple fighting federations.
It's kind of weird. But like, there's that many out there, like it's kind of my own grandpa type shit. But whatever I'm saying about that, Al-Makan should win. He definitely fought very well on short notice against Magomedov, and Brad Katona is a great fighter in his own respect. So no disrespect to Brad Katona, but end of the day, I just think he's outmatched. I don't think he's gonna win this fight, and I've got to go with Al-Makan.
Most def. Next up we have about let's see. Oh shit. I'm fucking tripping. We have a featherweight bout between Daniel Santos going up against Zhang Yong Li. We got Santos coming in. They're 2-1 in the UFC, 11-2 overall. We got Zhang Yong Li coming in. They are 2-1 in the UFC and 11-2 overall as well. We got Santos coming in 4-1 in their last fight, and Lee coming in 4-1 in their last fight as well. I'm gonna be going with Lee in this one. I just believe they're gonna be the better fighter, crisper striker, maybe even the more powerful of the two. Santos is gonna have, I think, maybe like a more versatile, like striking, arsenal, but ultimately the size difference between him and Lee is going to be there, which favors Lee. And so yeah, Lee's going to be the bigger fighter. I want to say there's not really much to say about the age difference. They're only like a year apart, if that. And yeah, I just think Lee's going to get this one done either by knockout or decision.
Absolutely not. Daniel Santos is definitely the better fighter. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of fighters from the road to UFC, especially from the Far East.
That making us look crazy
lately. Really don't give a fuck about that. Anyway, that being said, cool, great. You know what I mean? Call one out. That was dope. You know what I mean? Cool, call out. But that being said, Daniel Santos, the only thing that scares me is the ring rust. He has not fought since 2023. So it gives him quite a bit of ring rust. I don't like that, but I do think he has a far better arsenal of strikes to put onto the other guy
Lee.
And Lee. Whatever. So I think he wins this one.
Okay. Moving on to the middleweight division, we got Marc-Andre Barrio going up against Bruno Silva. We got Barrio coming in. They are 5-8 with 1 no contest in the UFC, 16-9 with that 1 no contest overall, and are currently 2-3 in their last 5 fights. We got Bruno Silva coming in. They are 4-6 in the UFC, 23-12 overall, and they were 1-4 in their last 5 bouts. I'm gonna be going with Barrio on this one. I think they're just gonna be the better fighter in terms of striking, crisper striking, point fighter, has good cardio. So I just think that they'll probably win by decision. Keep things at distance. I mean, Silva, he's a dangerous striker, has some power, and even a little bit of grappling capability at this stage in their career, but I don't think they'll be able to apply any of that. And ultimately, he'll gas out. And Barrio just, I think, push the pace more and more as the goes on. So I'll be going with Barrio.
In my opinion, these two crash test dummies are going to jump in a phone booth. And if I see both these guys in a phone booth, Silva fucking wins. That's where I'm at. He's knocked out, I think, 21 different people. That's what's going to happen. I think the Eagle's going to get involved. And it's literally going to be, you know what I mean, who gets more punch drunk than the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're going to go shot for shot. You know what I mean? Bang for bang. And at the end of the day, my bet is on Silva. This fight is a coin flip. I mean, I can't say that like your pick is wrong or my pick is wrong. It's just it's up in there. But I believe if it happens the way I say it's going to happen, that Silva comes out on top.
Okay, for sure. Moving on to a light heavyweight bout, we got Navajo Sterling going up against Ivan Erslan. We got Sterling coming in. They are 1-0 in the UFC, 6-0 overall. And then we got Erslan coming in. They are going to be 0-1 in the UFC, 14-4 with 1 no contest overall, and are currently 2-3 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Sterling in this one. by either decision or KO. I just think that they'll, have the better striking. They're going to be the bigger of the two. I think Urslan really only has like grappling to his advantage, but I don't think he'll be able to get inside to apply it. And he's just kind of like, I feel like he'll gas at some point as well. And yeah, I don't think his striking's effective enough to fuck with Sterling. So I'm gonna be going with Navajo Sterling in this one.
Ivan Urslan is my super dog of the night, my hyper dog of the night. This is my fucking big red dog, Clifford dog of the night. Cause he is better. You know what I mean? He took a last minute fight against. Can you show me the last? There you go. Ion Cutelaba, right? What?
Ion. It's Eon, bro. But I get it.
He had a fight against Cutelaba, right?
There you go.
Right, and it was a splitty. So somebody believed he won it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is the super dog. This is the super fucking, like, you want to make a little bit of bread, like, throw some bucks at this shit. Cause
I will give him that. He came in on short notice and gave Cutelaba a run for their money. Like I said,
to the point of a split, not even just a decision, right? There's a difference between a decision and a split decision.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give you that, but I think that this is kind of like a showcase fight for Sterling, and as long as they're able to, like, so the problem in their last fight is they did let Tokos get their hands on him to a certain extent, and then that started to tire them out with some of the grappling. So Urslan does have the edge in the grappling and could lean on Sterling to the point where maybe he could stick around and start taking over the fight. Like, I'm not saying Urslan's trash, but I think that this is kind of somewhat of a showcase fight for Sterling, and as long as he does what he's supposed to do and showcases that elite city kickboxing type striking. But if he does let Urslan get a hold of him, it could get dark for him potentially, for sure. But I'm gonna go with Sterling. You're gonna go with Urslan.
Absolutely.
For sure. Moving on, we have another light heavyweight bout between Modestas Bukauskas going up against Ion Cutelaba. We got Bukauskas coming in 5-4 in the UFC, 17-6 overall, and are currently 4-1 in their last 5 fights. We got Cutelaba coming in. They're going to be 8-9 with 1 draw in the UFC, 19-10 with that 1 draw and 1 no contest overall, and they're currently 3-2 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Bukauskas in this one. On the UFC predictions tracker overview, it might say that I mistake, so I have to adjust that with them. So you should see that adjusted in the review of the result after the fights. But yeah, I'm gonna be going with Bukauskas. I just think that they're gonna have some really good striking, decent enough grappling to keep it on the feet. And Cutelaba, I think you just got to use their aggressiveness against them. So draw them into not necessarily a phone booth, but make a striking. Make them fight you in a striker's battle. Don't give them the opportunity to gain the advantage on the ground. And I think you'll be all right. I think Bukauskas does have the ability to knock Cutelaba out. Cutelaba can be knocked out. As long as he can, stay away from the power of Cutelaba on his end, because he can also be knocked out. I think he'll be all right. But I think he's getting, better. Whereas Cutelaba, I think, is, starting to become that guy, that's just in fun fights, whether he wins or loses. I'm gonna be going with Bukauskas.
You put these two fucking dummies in a fucking in a phone booth, right? I'm gonna do the same thing, right? Cutelaba wins. Cutelaba has better power. I do think Bukauskas has is a great fighter. Like not a great fighter, but like he has great hands. He's an accomplished fighter, and as far as his ability, not like as far as like his record or any of that shit. This is gonna be a great fight. Kutalaba is gonna whip his ass though. I'm gonna call that. So Kutalaba for the win. This is going to be a striking match. I don't see a lot of like taking it down. If it does come down to that, it'll be Kutalaba taking him down because Kutalaba is catching too many fucking strikes to his face. And now he decides like now he's gonna take him down, and it's gonna be a boring ass fight. Mm-hmm. And in addition to it being a boring ass fight, hopefully he wins, but like he's not gonna do shit to him because Kutalaba is not really aggressive on the ground, so to speak.
I think that he's one of those dudes who likes to knock people out. So I feel like
that's bang. Yeah. I love that shit. Like this is gonna be a great fight. This is one of the best fights of probably the night.
Koskas just needs to stay at distance, Matador.
For sure.
And just do his thing, and he'll win by most likely decision. Maybe catch him with something flash, and then get a TKO to finish it off. But Kutalaba definitely is live to just literally
whip an ass
at any time. So, but I'm gonna go with Koskas. Moving on to women's flyweight division, we got Jessica Andrade going up against Jazz Devicious. We got Andrade coming in. They are 17-11 in the UFC, 26-13 overall, and are currently 2-3 in their last 5 fights. We got Jazz Devicious coming in. They are 7-2 in the UFC, 13-3 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm gonna be going with Jazz Devicious in this one. She's gonna be bigger. She's actually the older of the 2 fighters, but she's super durable, super scrappy. As long as she doesn't try to, just go shot for shot or get in a phone booth with Andrade, I think she'll be all right. She just needs to mix it up, get Andrade to the ground eventually, and finish her off either ground and pound or search for the submission. That's ultimately how she gets this done. Is she needs to mix in and incorporate her grappling. I'm gonna be going with Jazz Devicious. I mean, Andrade will have to knock Jazz Devicious out, which I don't think she could. She has to reach her first, and then also has to, get through that durability that's been showcased here as of late by Jazz Devicious. So I'm gonna be going with Andrade.
A legend, in my opinion, in this division. But that being said, she's not gonna make it happen. The grappling is really gonna take over. That's really gonna be the standing point or the changing point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Jessica Andrade is been in there for a long time, and I'm gonna say this. With nobody's told me anything. I don't have like inside information.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she puts down the gloves.
You think so?
I think she puts down the gloves. Like, kind of think about it though. Think about like how her career is going on right now. She takes a loss to fucking Jazz Devicious. She puts the gloves down.
I don't think so. I think she'll find somewhere more.
She doesn't fight that much.
And I feel like that's going to be better reserved for like a Vegas or Brazil card or something like that. I think she'll have one more in her after
this. Okay, don't bet on her this time. And next time you see her, also don't bet on her. Jazz Devicious for the win.
Jazz Devicious for the win for sure. Let's see here. We got a men's welterweight bout. We got Mike Malott going up against Charles Radke. We got Malott coming in. They are 4-1 in the UFC, 11-2 with 1 draw overall. We got Charles Radke. We got Malott 4-1 in their last 5. Radke coming in. They're going to be 3-1 in the UFC, 10-4 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 fights. I'm going to be going with Malott in this one. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm going to be going with Radke, actually, in this one. I just think that He's going to be the scrappier of the two, more aggressive, better grappling. And as long as he's not just like trying to search for a knockout on Malott, I think that he'll be all right. I would suggest he even, leans on him, gets him up against the cage and potentially down to the ground. Drain that gas tank. Kind of give him something similar to, the Neil Magny fight. And yeah, I think that Radke can definitely get this one done. Malott, he's cool, but I think now they are at a show improved type of stage with him. They're both coming off of losses and then had bounce back victories. So, Radke losing the Pratis, I can't feel too bad about that. Malott losing to Magny, I think is a little more like I don't like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be going with Radke in this one.
You know what? You're gonna have to wait for me to come through and say what the fuck I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna say some shit.
Are you?
Oh, Malott's gonna win. It's my fucking pick. You know what I mean? I love Malott. Mike Malott's dude. Wop, wop, wop. You know what I mean? Out here just taking shots on Malott. Wop, wop.
You going with Malott? Mm-hmm. For real? Why?
I think he's a better fighter. In addition to him being a better fighter, he's got more cardio. Malott does, really, to be honest. In addition to that,
do you think he has more cardio than Radke?
Yes.
You're tripping.
It's cool. You know what I mean? And like, is what it is, bro. But like, check this out. We'll talk about it. You want to make a bet on it? Can we make a bet on it? Want to make a bet? Let's make a bet. Let's make a real bet.
All right.
What are we gonna make? What are we gonna do?
Fucking $10.
$10. $10. Like you're gonna hand me $10.
Yeah.
On live shit.
On camera. Yeah.
Bet. Okay. I need my $10 though. Like I don't fuck with me.
Yeah, you still got shit you gotta do. You gotta like take a whole shoogie and shit like that still from like way last year.
Whatever, nigga.
Chill out. Anyway, MIG. Moving on, we have a lightweight bout. This got added short notice because originally we had Benoit Saint Denis going up against Joe Alvarez, but Alvarez had to pull out. So now we have Benoit Saint Denis going up against Kyle Proplik. We got we got Saint Denis coming in. They're 5-3 in the UFC, 13-3 with 1 no contest overall, and are currently.
Just say whatever you want to say. Like, who gives a fuck about Kyle Proplik? Like, he's literally a fucking crash edge. I mean, Saint Denis is getting ready to fucking crush this nigga's skull. Like, there's no way. There's no fucking way that BSD does not beat the shit out of fucking Kyle. Listen to his name.
Proplik.
Proplik.
The Saint Denis 3-2 in their last 5.
That's a motherfucker with a goddamn fucking like a card holder and shit, like glasses with like a little fucking like piece of tape on there, and not like on some like MMA fucking nerd type shit, like no, on some like actual nerd shit. You know what I mean? Like ass whipping is coming. Like what are we talking about?
Well, Proplik apparently has had a UFC stint prior to this. He was 0-2 during that time. He's 18-8 overall, and is currently, I want to say, 4-1 in their last 5. I'm gonna be going with Saint Denis.
Okay, let me just say this as well. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like to call out fucking Tapology because I think Tapology shit is bullshit because like there's no skin in the game, so to speak. Tapology is 100% Saint Denis.
Yeah, they don't even have the other guy's name.
They don't even give a fuck about that other dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is like, if you want to like make 10 cents on your buck or whatever the fuck like the line is, do that.
Yeah. You know, basically
it's Saint Denis against a fucking like a garbage can.
Like, basically, you know, the UFC trying to, you know, make sure that they still have 12 fights on the card with a good name on there. So now they're going to feed somebody to him from Canada so that way it can drum up some interest. As long as Saint Denis doesn't, you know, tire himself out or, you know, fuck around and get clipped or something weird like that, this should definitely go his way. I wouldn't throw him into any parlays or anything. He's a huge favorite on the card. But
yeah. Saint Denis is a title contender. Like, has been a title contender. Has been.
Fraud checked when he got up into like the
whatever. He's not ranks. A fucking like that guy. Get out of here. Whatever, fine. What do you mean pass it?
I mean, we're both saying the Saint Denis.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, you know.
All right.
There's always that possibility.
This is fucking nuts.
Moving on, we got a women's flyweight bout. We got Alexa Grasso going up against Natalia Silva. We got Grasso coming in. They are
terrible.
8-4 with one draw in the UFC. 16-4 with that one draw overall. And then we also have them 3-1 with one draw in their last 5 fights. We got Natalia Silva coming in. They are 6-0 in the UFC, 18-5 with one draw overall, and are currently riding a 12-fight win streak. This one though, I just believe that they're going to have the better boxing. Natalia Silva, they actually have the edge in the grappling. So if they do decide to incorporate that in their game plan, it could get a little weird with Grasso. I mean, I think Grasso can handle her on the ground, but I just feel like Natalia Silva, from what I see, is pretty comfortable just keeping it standing and believes that, you know, they're the superior striker in most bouts. So most times I just see her utilizing her grappling to just keep things on the feet. She's young, she's doing her thing, but I just believe that Alexa Grasso's got, you know, championship grit, and you know, she's fought against and has given Shevchenko a run for her money. So on 3 different occasions. So I'm gonna be going with her in this bout against a young prospect, you know, that's definitely, you know, cemented herself in the ranks, but I just don't think she's ready to take it to that next level quite yet. I'm gonna be going Grasso.
That's a hilarious fucking pick. I'm definitely not going with Grasso. I'm going with fucking
Silva. Yeah, the person whose name you can't remember.
Well, I didn't have my shit right from me. You know what I mean? Like you have a whole computer. Okay, like let me explain to you the way this shit's
only her name. It's only Grasso right here.
Doesn't fucking matter. You got your whole fucking computer in front of you. I got like a piece of paper, bro. Like I'm out here like doing this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Poor baby.
Whatever. Natalia Silva is definitely gonna whip fucking Grasso's ass. We're gonna just put it at that. You know what I mean? I don't need to go into things on that. Like, let's get to the next one. Like, I got shit to do, bro. Be honest with you, bro. Like,
okay.
I'm fucking like.
Well, let's get it.
Let's get it going in.
All right. Moving on to the featured bout of the night. We got a men's bantamweight bout. We got Jose Aldo going up against Ayman Zahabi. We got Aldo coming in. They are 14-8 in the UFC, 32-9 for all, and are currently. Come on, my guy. There you go. 3-2 in their last 5 fights. We got Ayman Zahabi coming in. They are 6-2 in the UFC, 12-2 overall, and are currently on a 5-fight win streak. I'm gonna be going with Aldo in this one, either by decision or KO. I mean, I just feel like they're the better fighter. Ayman Zahabi has been doing well. And is like beating, you know, some good guys, but not the guys on the level of Jose Aldo or the guys that Jose Aldo is still like beating. And even the guys that he loses to, I think, are just like a level above who it is that Amin Zahabi's facing at this point. And whereas he has good point fighting and, cardio, at the end of the day, Jose Aldo is just a different beast. He's powerful. He's got great fight IQ, good cardio. Like, he's powerful. And I just don't think that Amin Zahabi can put him away or, dominate him, especially in the striking round over 3 rounds. And I don't think he can get him to the ground. I mean, this man literally defended all the takedown attempts that Merab Dvalishvili, put up against him. I think he tried 16 takedown attempts, and Jose Aldo fucking stuffed every one of them. That's so right. I just feel like Aldo's going to take this one over Zahabi. Good challenge versus Zahabi. He's put in the work to get the opportunity, but Aldo, I just think, is on another level.
Aldo's nickname is Junior, right? Like Jose Junior Aldo, like, you know what I mean? But it should be like, Jose, I'll do you bad, because I'm going to fuck you up. Like, I'm literally going to beat the shit out of you. I'm going to submit you. I'm going to fucking punch you in the fucking grill. I'm going to do terrible shit to you. Like, Jose Aldo is not respected, I think, enough in this fucking, in this sphere. He's a beast. He's a monster. It's really hard to fuck a Jose Aldo up. You know what I mean? Yes, he's up in age at this point. You know what I mean? Yes, he has. You know what I mean? Like, this is a time. If you think you can fuck up Jose Aldo, challenge him now, right? I get that. I think, and I hope, okay, and maybe I do Jose Aldo to make this his swan song. Whipping ass, go home, go to sleep.
This nigga is not good to retire, win or loss after a fight with Amin Zahabi.
Is gonna do a fucking like a fucking Anthony Smith or a Chandler or fucking like, I hate that shit, bro. That shit really like hurts my feelings. Whatever. Jose Aldo for the win. I love this motherfucker. Like, please just do it and dip off into the fucking paint, bro. Dip off into the ether. No one wants to see it again. Jose Aldo for the win.
They do, bro. Especially depending on how he finishes this fight. Definitely.
No, I don't want to see it, bro.
It's
not gonna get better.
Yeah, it is. Looks great.
Wine gets better. Cheese gets better. Bitches don't get better, nor do fighters.
Jesus Louise, my man. Moving on to the main event of the Welterweight Championship bout. Up against Manenfiore. We got Valentina Shevchenko coming in. They are 13-3 with 1 draw in the UFC, 24-4 with that 1 draw overall, and are currently 3-1 with 1 draw in their last 5 fights. We got Manenfiore coming in. They are 7-0 in the UFC, 12-1 overall, and are currently riding a 14-fight win streak. I'm going to be going with Shevchenko in this one by either decision or submission or I guess TKO by like way of ground and pound or something. Manenfiore is cool, but she's mostly just a striker. I don't think she really has anything to offer on the ground. I think if Shevchenko incorporates grappling into her game plan, that'll definitely change everything in this fight. I think that's probably the X factor. As long as she doesn't let Fiore stick around and, wear on her gas tank and or, keep her at distance and, let her point fighter for this bout, I think Shevchenko gets it done. Yeah, I just think Shevchenko is going to be the more aggressive of the two. So I'm going with Shevchenko.
Fiore's wrestling, trash. Fiore's jits, trash. Fiore's fucking defense, trash. Fiore's striking, okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. she has power in her hands. Like she's able to fucking like beat a bitch up if she needs to.
Her strength of schedule is kind of mad too.
But her strength of schedule is also garbage. You know what I mean? I think she smells her own shit. You know what I mean? Like she loves herself. She thinks like she's the dopest to come out since Ronda Rousey. She's no Ronda Rousey. She has more skills than Ronda Rousey. But Ronda Rousey it's a different like timeline, whatever. Anyway, that being said, Manat Bior is not going to fucking win this fight. There's no motherfucking way. This is definitely one of my fucking parlay picks because Shevchenko is a crazy grappler. Matt Bureau, like you look like a bodybuilder. Like you got beach muscles. Like I'm not saying that she has beach muscles. I'm not saying that they are beach muscles, but like that's what it looks like, right? But she's holding a lot of weight. When you hold a lot of weight like that, like it makes you tired quicker. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that being said, how the fuck are you gonna grapple with Shevchenko for fucking 3 rounds? There's no motherfucking way, right? So, Shevchenko for the man. I'm sorry, or whatever your fucking name is. Like, fucking win. Or not, I don't hope you win, but I hope your career is long and luxurious. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Okay. Moving on to the main event of the evening. We got a welterweight championship fight. We got Belal Muhammad going up against Jack Della Maddalena. We got Belal Muhammad coming in 15-3 with 1 no contest in the UFC. 24-3 with that 1 no contest overall. And they are currently riding a 10-fight win streak. We got Jack Della Maddalena coming in. They are 7-0 in the UFC, 17-2 overall, and they're currently riding a 17-fight win streak. I'm going to be going with Muhammad in this one, though. I just think that they're going to be the more well-rounded of the two. Not to say that their hands will be better, but I think they'll be decent and, give them opportunities to find entries for takedowns. And, just be able to wear on Jack Della Maddalena, lean him up against the fence or get him to the ground and just zap their gas tank, take the pop out of those punches. Maddalena is just more of a pure striker, not a lot of grappling. I mean, if anything, it's just to be able to get back up on the or get back up off of the ground. I think that's the extent of the grappling. That's really what they're going to try to use it for. Muhammad, I just think, I don't think he should sit there and stand with Della Maddalena, but he definitely should, strike with him, get him, confident with being on his feet, and then, like I said, lean him up against the fence, get him to the ground, and then start zapping that energy and, breaking him down over the course of those 5 rounds. Probably most likely get to the decision or maybe like a TKO. But, yeah. I'm going to be going with Muhammad in this one.
I'm going to tell you, this is fucking such against my whole religion, my whole shit. I don't like it. I'm going to go with Belal. Okay. Belal Muhammad. Mm-hmm. With that being said, like, he's literally a decision machine. Mm-hmm. Right? Who the fuck wants that? Who wants to see that? But he wins. Yeah. And he's going to win. He's going to control. He's going to. He's a cage specialist. I guess. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to say. I don't like it. I would love to see Jack Della Maddalena, which your weird ass name, whatever. Punch this dude up, but he's not.
Yeah, I just think
it's gonna be a Belal Muhammad fucking clinic.
You have to.
Belal Muhammad's gonna throw on a clinic.
I think so too. I think, you know, they're trying to bank off of Della Maddalena's like momentum right now. That's nothing. They're trying to bank off of it while it's there because eventually he's gonna hit a ceiling unless he starts shoring up some of this grappling. You know, I think eventually, you know, he's gonna hit a ceiling. I think right now they're getting him in there because Shavkat's last outing wasn't as exciting. You know, and like I said, that they'll be able to at least squeeze some of the juice out before it starts to get, you know,
sour,
plateau,
sour,
and you know, they'll get Shavkat in there right afterwards. So, you know, UFC will be all right, but they'll have to drop Maddalena's fucking stock a little bit in the process, but they've probably drummed up at least enough interest over this fight for people to tune in, for them to break records, you know, at another, you know, venue, and, you know, just keep raking in the dough. And, you know, they got Muhammad, they get to solidify their champion as, like, you know, somebody who's defended their title. So, you know, they win. They get Shavkat in there, see if he can dethrone Muhammad. If he doesn't, there's still enough interesting matchups at welterweight, you know, to keep things interesting, given Maddalena's defeat, which I see happening on Saturday.
For sure. I agree, my boy.
Real quick, my man, you got any parlays?
Yeah, boy, actually been working on them shits.
What you got going
currently?
On?
I have this phone.
Let's see. I'll help you out, and I'll go first on this one.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with Almacan to start the card. So we're gonna start things right off. I think Almacan, Sterling, Jazz Devicius, and Shevchenko with a spicy Belal Muhammad at the end.
Wow, for that one. But this is what I'm gonna do, and based on you, Almacan. Okay.
Listen to the way. Go heads up with me on my parlay.
Also, listen to the way I do it. Right. We're gonna do Almacan, Devicius, Malak. That's 3. That's what I'm doing. Boom. Hard 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the same thing that, like, you know what I mean, most motherfuckers tell, or most motherfuckers tell, basically, whatever. Hard 3. Anyway, and then I add Urslan, right?
Yeah.
That's a hard 4.
Fucked up. That's where you fuck up, folks. Just know.
Whatever, my boy. And then after that, I add that Shevchenko. Actually, I would do the Shevchenko before the Urslan, to be honest with you. Like 4 Shevchenko, and then Urslan would be a 5.
That's what I would suggest.
That's what I'm saying too, as well. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What do you think, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, y'all.
You got anything else? We ain't got no questions in the chat. Shit. Motherfuckers gonna have to tune in after this shit goes off air.
No chat, though. That's sad. Makes me sad a little bit.
My apologies, folks. I didn't have my notes quite together for this one, but definitely we'll be back for the next one. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Much love to all of our new subscribers here recently. We had a couple people drop off, so fuck y'all. But
fuck your face, nigga.
But other than that, you know, we had some folks join, so much love to y'all. Appreciate you, you know, joining what we got going on over here. Make sure you go check out the UFC predictions tracker, you know, see how we matched up against the rest of the field for this week. And yeah, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bros Talk MMA. You can follow me on both of those platforms as well at UTICA, UTICA _SME. on both those platforms as well.
Please don't follow. Please don't follow me unless you got a fucking OnlyPants or OnlyPants or a Cornhub, like you know what I mean, like let's call it a C videos. You know what it is. You know what I mean?
Anyway.
P videos.
This one was quick, y'all. So I hope that y'all are able to enjoy the rest of your evening. This has been another episode of Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, UTICA, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. I'm here with my bro host extraordinaire.
You know what the fuck it is. It's fucking RayBuck, Cycle Jordan, Mr. Give me my belt, hand me my crown. Mr. I don't give a fuck about shit but winning. The fuck do y'all want?
Oh, shit, you definitely you need to be concerned with winning because it hasn't been looking good for you here lately. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Brian. My bad. I know it's been rough. I know it's been rough these past couple weeks.
You know what? Tuck your little coochie in, my nigga. Like, man, like, I don't give a fuck. Nah, tuck your little coochie in, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a care about anything that you're saying right now. Because I know how much I'm winning. I lost $5 on the last game. We good.
Well, you're about to lose $10 too. Coming up here shortly. But that's another story for another time. Once again, folks, appreciate y'all tuning in to another live stream edition of Bros Talk MMA. We hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. Happy betting. Nothing but best of luck to you all. And until the next time, we out.